Good morning, it is Monday and I've got up. There's no taking you into work today, he's got the day off, so I've got up and put my hair dye on. We're actually out for my friend's birthday meal tonight, so I wanted to make sure I got rid of all my roots, well, most of them. So I've just got a semi-permanent dye on. Bought 2 boxes last time, so this is the last box I've got, and then I've got to decide what I want to do with my hair after that. So this is more of a Christmassy colour to me, it's like a reddy brown, so I'm putting this on again even though it's not Christmas anymore. But yeah, so it's the start of a fresh week. It's going to be a busy one, and hopefully I'll vlog some of it and bring you along with me. Just been to walk to the bakery with Ewan, and it is so cold out there. It is literally freezing. It doesn't say, I don't think it's that cold. 3 degrees, but it feels like it's minus something. Anyway, I'll show you what I've got for my lunch. So this is the first thing I'm eating today. I haven't had any breakfast, so it's just a ham salad roll. This looks like it's really big, but it's just a small plate, so it's just a normal, it's quite a large carb, but or bread roll if you're not from around these parts. but yeah, should be tasty, and I shall catch you later. It's very dark, so you probably can't see me, but we are off, Eddie and I, you definitely can't see him either, on our way into Nottingham to go out for this meal for my friend's 50th, so hopefully it'll be good. We've pre-ordered and what we're having to eat, so we know what we're having already, and if I can get any photos or footage I will do, but I won't be vlogging because obviously it's my friend's 50th and it's with all of her family, so it will be a bit rude. And I haven't got my microphone in, so I hope you can hear me okay, because I know on my last video the bits I didn't have a microphone in, you could really tell the difference. Anyway, I'm going now. It is freezing. I've got my skinny jeans on, and then I've got a nice black top, but it's short sleeves, so I've got my big winter coat on because I am really cold, so I don't exactly look like I'm dressed up, but never mind. I don't have going out clothes because I just don't really go out, so it is what it is. Anyway, I shall catch you either later on or maybe tomorrow if I don't record any more footage. I'm sure I probably will do after though. Good morning, it is Tuesday and it's another work from home day. I'm trying to stay positive. Went out last night, didn't record any of my food because it wasn't that kind of situation. We were in a separate dining area with a long table, all sat around it, and no one had phones out, so I really could not get my phone out to record my food. But it was delicious, but it was very small, to the point that Ewan asked me to pick a McDonald's up for him on the way home because he hadn't had any tea. And Eddie had a Big Mac after his meal. So I had for my starter beetroot, and I think it was beetroot and goat's cheese or beetroot and whipped feta. I can't remember. But it was literally like slithers of beetroot with a tiny dot of like whipped cheese on top in like a flower shape, and then a few scattered walnuts or something on top. I mean, it was nice, but like I ate it and felt like I'd not had anything. It was bizarre, but anyway, that was that. And then my main, I had steak. So I had a fillet steak, which I think was about this big, and it came with a tiny pot of chunky chips. There's probably 10, and a little tiny jug of peppercorn sauce, and that was it. So that was my dinner, and it cost quite a lot of money for my friend, but it was delicious, and I was very grateful. But it was yeah, I probably had more calories because I shared some Prosecco with my friend because no one else was really drinking. So I had some Prosecco, made myself a cup of tea. So I had some, I don't normally drink Prosecco really, and I don't really drink wine, but I did have some because I thought rather than adding extra to the bill, I might as well take part in whatever they're drinking. So yeah, it was good. It was very late night though, so I think we didn't get home till about 11:30 or something, or it was definitely after 11. So yeah, it was a very late one, so I didn't bother coming back on to end the vlog, and I didn't come on to say what I'm coming on to say now, which is thank you for all your messages on my last video. It's really meant the world to me. It's really nice to hear so many supportive comments, because you do have so much self-doubt when you're doing YouTube, and I have been feeling so low about everything, so it's really lovely to get those kind of messages. It really does help, so thank you. A bit groggy this morning. So yeah, I really do appreciate it, and lots of people have commented who don't normally comment, so it's lovely to see other people that are watching the videos as well. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I don't think you'll ever realise how much I appreciate it, but you know, it is like chatting to friends, so it's really nice to have that and have that come back, because you don't get to tell me, you don't get to talk to me, it's always one-sided. So thank you so much. Like I say, I really appreciate it. Come down to get a cup of tea. It is now 9:30. I had a coffee earlier. Didn't get up early because Ewan's off again today. So we were quite fortunate that he's had today and yesterday off. So there's been no drop-offs and pickups, because I think getting back at that time and having to get up early this morning would have been a challenge. But luckily, we haven't had to do it. So it's been quite nice. What else have I got to tell you about? Nothing else, I don't think. Work's just the same old as it was before. I'm still having a bit of a mental battle as to whether... It's really hard because I get to work from home in this job and it's not bad money, but it's stressful. And I've contemplated thinking whether I can budget and drop my hours. I don't know whether my boss would go for that or not. Even Eddie was saying perhaps you just need to drop a day. But you know, when you get used to a certain level of money, and we haven't paid the mortgage and stuff off yet, you kind of feel like you need to battle on. So I don't know, the jury's out. And then a part of me just thinks, I'll just look for something else. But the ones near me that I've seen recently look equally as stressful, and they're in the office for 3 days a week, which means I'll have the added stress of going into the office, which is okay. I don't mind going into the office because it does break the week up a little bit. But we've got uncertainty with Eddie's job, what's going to happen. And the thing is, what we don't want is for us both to be out in the office, because Luna's never been left on her own. She's got severe separation anxiety. Like when we went out last night, luckily like Ewan was here and Tom was here, but she was like not very happy when we got back last night. So she wouldn't be able to cope with being on her own all day. She's never had to do it, because when we first got her, so we've had her since she was like 8 weeks old or whatever. And I was working from home 2 or 3 days a week, and Chloe was in college, so she was at home. And then after that happened, she was at uni, and then Tom's been at college, and there's always been someone at home, basically. And then the pandemic happened and we were all at home, and then Eddie and I have never gone back into the office. So there's always been someone here. So she's not used to being left for any period of time. If we go out like shopping or somewhere and leave her for about 3 hours, we come back and she is screaming and she's in a real state. And we've tried all the different things that you read about for like increasing the time that you leave her and all the rest of it, but it just doesn't work. We just think that she has real like anxiety issues anyway, with all the fireworks and God knows what else. She's very, very, if we're walking down the street and someone pulls a shutter down on a shop, she bolts. She is scared for her life, and we've got no idea why. And we spoke to a man in the park once, and we were like, you know what, we've had her since she's 8 weeks, so we know she's not been mistreated. Our previous dog we got from a kennels, and when you put food down, she used to wince, and it's because she'd been mistreated. Like they used to beat her and stuff when she had food. So we knew that she'd got this background, that she'd actually been relocated to where we were living in Nottingham, away from where she originally came from, because they couldn't have a house nearby. So we knew that she'd had a bad background, and we knew that she'd been mistreated, and she did completely change in the time we had her. It was really nice to see her like changing. But we know Luna's never had that. We've had her since she was 8 weeks old. But then the guy at the park said, but you don't know what happened in those first 8 weeks. And I was like, I've not thought of it like that, because they're like tiny puppies. So why would anything happen to them? But he was like, you don't know what happened in those 8 weeks. Anything could have happened. So I don't know, but I think her breed is just prone to it anyway. I think she's prone to be like, I think Chihuahuas and Jack Russells both have the thing in them that they can go like that. I mean, our previous dog was half Jack Russell. We don't know what she was crossed with, but she wasn't like that. We could leave her quite happily all day when we went to work. She just slept. She was not bothered in the slightest. She knew what time we came home. We had a little window where the stairs was, and she'd be sitting there waiting, looking out for us, and got very excited, but never barked, never squealed, never got upset. She was absolutely fine. Whereas Luna, that wouldn't happen. So that's the other reason why I'm sort of like hesitant about looking for another job, because like I said, I don't know what's going to happen with Eddie's job this year. It's all very uncertain in his company. So until we know a bit more about what's going to happen there, and that's the other reason, because I know my salary is fairly decent. I don't want to reduce my hours, because I just keep thinking we just need to try and pay as much of the mortgage off as we can, so that we're a bit more comfortable if Eddie does lose his job. Because our mortgage is the one where it's all combined in one account. So we can continually overpay our mortgage without actually overpaying it officially. It all just sits in our bank account. So if we do that, if he loses his job, as long as we're ahead of where we should be by the end of the year or end of next year, it means that we don't have to worry too much. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm telling you all this. I'm just rambling on about nothing. I was thinking about having breakfast, but I think I might try and wait a little bit longer. Not sure yet. But if I have anything, I'll try and remember to show you. So it's 11:05. Eddie's just come down to make a cup of tea, so he's took that upstairs. I've come down and decided to make some toast because it's cold and also I'm hungry. And I've got another headache. I'm sick of it. Anyway, I'm going to have some toast. I don't know what I'm going to have on it yet. I might just have some jam or something. I'll take out my selection when I've got my hand free. And then, yeah, that's what I'm going to have. Just 2 slices of toast just to keep me going. I can take some painkillers then as well. So I'll show you hopefully when I've done it. So here's my breakfast. I've moved it over to the back door, so you'll see my welly boots, just because the light's better over here. So I've just got black cherry conserve on that one and some thin cut marmalade on this one. And it's just 2 slices of homemade bread with some Dunpat lighter on. So excited about having this toast. It's stupid, but anyway, I'm going to go back and get some more work done, and I shall see you in a bit. It's what time is it? It's 25 to 2. I'm just going to let Luna back in because she's at the back door. Come on then. Good girl. It's so cold, but because we had a cat at the back door yesterday, I don't leave the door open when I just popped upstairs to go and get my mug. Ewan's actually treated me to something for lunch and I'll show it you now. So he's got me a chicken rice box from KFC. And I can't remember the calories. There was one that I looked at that was lower, but I think this is something like 460 calories. It has got a lot of this sauce on, which I'm not sure about. So I'll have to see whether I like it or not. But it's just original recipe chicken, so we'll see. It does smell like it's got some sort of like, no, it's barbecue sauce, I hope not. I feel a little bit, not out of breath, I'm just shivering because it's so cold. It is very chilly down here, indeed. And I haven't, my cardigan's upstairs. Because when I was sitting working, I got into a bit of a lather. I'm trying to sort something out, my brain's just not working at all. And I messaged my boss and I was like, can you check through this? I can't. I've got so far with it and my brain's just not cooperating. And then he rang me, he went through it all, and now his brain's not, can't work it out either. So back to square one. Anyway, I'm going to eat my lunch and then sit at my desk. I'm actually trying to sit and do a bit of my casting my knitting off at the bottom and picking up for my sleeves or doing some of my blanket. Might try and do something just because I need to give my brain a rest. I don't know what's happening after work. I think you mentioned you might want to go somewhere, so I might try and if we'll go to IKEA or somewhere. I don't want to go too far. I still want to look for one of those little laptop desk things. God, it's freezing. Put too much milk in my tea now. Sounds like someone's hoovering or mowing. Can't be mowing, surely. Surely the grass is too wet for all of that. Anyway, I'm going to go and have my brew and have my salad, and I shall catch you in a bit. Good evening. I logged off work about 6:15, so I stayed on for a little while. Didn't really take a lunch break, but I did pop out to take Eddie to the dentist in the afternoon because he had a broken tooth last week, so we went to go and get that fixed. And then he ended up walking back because I was in the middle of doing something when he rang me, and I said, look, I'll come. And so I did actually leave to go and pick him up, but then he said the traffic was mayhem, so I turned around and came home. Anyway, I've been out to IKEA with you and he's looking for a different desk for his room, so I had a quick look round. Nothing much different to change, although he did pick up this bar of chocolate because his member of staff recommended it. And he's picked up some of these biscuits because they're reduced to £2 or something. So he got those. He's also bought himself some other bits from M&S. I have picked up, for dinner, some garlic bread. I mean, this is so expensive. I don't know how anyone affords to shop there for their proper shop. I picked up some chicken, but this was £9 or £9.50 for a kilo, I think it is, whereas I've been paying £11.99 for 2 kilos. It might be better quality chicken, of course, but I got some pesto and I've got some single cream. I'm going to do polypesto chicken. I'd already got some pasta in the cupboard, so I'm going to get on and do that. All I do basically is I chop the chicken up, I pan fry it until it's like gone slightly golden and cooked through. Add the pesto, add the cream, cook the pasta at the same time and just chuck it in, and that's it. So it's dead straightforward and easy. So that's what we're having for tea. Quite often if I've got enough salad, I might have salad with it. But I'm just going to have this today with some garlic bread. That's quite fancy. So I'm going to have it. And hopefully I'll show you. I would show you making it, but to be honest, I just want to get dinner ready because it's 8 o'clock now and I want to be able to go and eat and sit down by 8:30. So I shall hopefully remember to show it you when it's all cooked. So here's tonight's dinner. This is the pollo pesto and there's some garlic bread. That's Tom's. Eddie and Ewan have already taken theirs. And there's some left over in there as well. The garlic bread is one of the frozen ones from M&S and it's supposed to take 25 minutes at 200. I put it in the air fryer at 180 and I think it took like 13 minutes. So I'm hoping it's cooked through okay. It looks like it's definitely done. Anyway, this is dinner and I shall catch you probably tomorrow. I won't be doing anything else now. I'm going to be eating my dinner, getting my pyjamas on and perhaps doing a bit of my knitting. So I shall see you tomorrow for another daily vlog. Bye.